भारत बनाम आयरलैंड दूसरा T20I 2023 जो खेल जाएगा डबलिन में विलेज क्रिकेट स्टेडियम। पहला मैच भारत ने DLS मेथड की वजह से 2 रन से जीता था। आज होगी दूसरा मुकाबला। आयरलैंड ने टॉस जीतकर क्षेत्र रक्षण का फैसला किया है। टॉस जीतकर आयरलैंड के कैप्टन स्टर्लिंग ने कहा, आज हमारे पास एक कटोरा होगा। अच्छी सतह दिखती है, उम्मीद है कि यह अच्छा खेलेगी। आमतौर पर यहाँ एक उच्च स्कोरिंग स्थल होता है। हम सीम टीम से खेल रहे हैं। और बुमराह ने कहा कि हम पहले भी बल्लेबाजी करते। आज मौसम थोड़ा बेहतर है और हम बोर्ड पर रन लगाना चाहते थे। शरीर अच्छा है। शुरुआत में थोड़ा सावधान रहा और फिर उसके बाद आत्मविश्वास बढ़ता गया और अच्छा रहा। एक ही दल एजे दोनों टीम का प्लेइंग 11 है। आयरलैंड प्लेइंग 11 एंड्रू बाल्बनी, पॉल स्टर्लिंग कप्तान, लोकन टकर विकेट कीपर, हैरी टैक्टर, कर्टिस कैंपर, जॉर्ज डॉक्रेल, मार्क अदायर, बैरी मैकॉथी, क्रेग यान, जोशुआ लिटिल, बेंजामिन वाइट। और भारत प्लेइंग 11 यशस्वी जायसवाल, ऋतुराज गायकवाड़, तिलक वर्मा, संजू सैमसन, विकेट कीपर, रिंकू सिंह, शिवम दुबे, वाशिंगटन सुंदर, प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा, अर्शदीप सिंह, जसप्रीत बुमराह, रवि बिश्नोई। भारत बनाम आयरलैंड दूसरा T20I 2023 जो खेल जाएगा डबलिन में विलेज क्रिकेट स्टेडियम। पहला मैच भारत ने DLS मेथड की वजह से 2 रन से जीता था। आज होगी दूसरा मुकाबला। आयरलैंड ने टॉस जीतकर क्षेत्र रक्षण का फैसला किया है। टॉस जीतकर आयरलैंड के कैप्टन स्टर्लिंग ने कहा, आज हमारे पास एक कटोरा होगा। अच्छी सतह दिखती है, उम्मीद है कि यह अच्छा खेलेगी। आमतौर पर यहाँ एक उच्च स्कोरिंग स्थल होता है। हम सीम टीम से खेल रहे हैं। और बुमराह ने कहा कि हम पहले भी बल्लेबाजी करते। आज मौसम थोड़ा बेहतर है और हम बोर्ड पर रन लगाना चाहते थे। शरीर अच्छा है। शुरुआत में थोड़ा सावधान रहा और फिर उसके बाद आत्मविश्वास बढ़ता गया और अच्छा रहा। एक ही दल एजे दोनों टीम का प्लेइंग 11 है। आयरलैंड प्लेइंग 11 एंड्रू बाल्बनी, पॉल स्टर्लिंग कप्तान, लोकन टकर विकेट कीपर, हैरी टैक्टर, कर्टिस कैंपर, जॉर्ज डॉक्रेल, मार्क अदायर, बैरी मैकॉथी, क्रेग यान, जोशुआ लिटिल, बेंजामिन वाइट। और भारत प्लेइंग 11 यशस्वी जायसवाल, ऋतुराज गायकवाड़, तिलक वर्मा, संजू सैमसन, विकेट कीपर, रिंकू सिंह, शिवम दुबे, वाशिंगटन सुंदर, प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा, अर्शदीप सिंह, जसप्रीत बुमराह, रवि बिश्नोई। भारत बनाम आयरलैंड दूसरा T20I 2023 जो खेल जाएगा डबलिन में विलेज क्रिकेट स्टेडियम। पहला मैच भारत ने DLS मेथड की वजह से 2 रन से जीता था। आज होगी दूसरा मुकाबला। आयरलैंड ने टॉस जीतकर क्षेत्र रक्षण का फैसला किया है। टॉस जीतकर आयरलैंड के कैप्टन स्टर्लिंग ने कहा, आज हमारे पास एक कटोरा होगा। अच्छी सतह दिखती है, उम्मीद है कि यह अच्छा खेलेगी। आमतौर पर यहाँ एक उच्च स्कोरिंग स्थल होता है। हम सीम टीम से खेल रहे हैं। और बुमराह ने कहा कि हम पहले भी बल्लेबाजी करते। आज मौसम थोड़ा बेहतर है और हम बोर्ड पर रन लगाना चाहते थे। शरीर अच्छा है। शुरुआत में थोड़ा सावधान रहा और फिर उसके बाद आत्मविश्वास बढ़ता गया और अच्छा रहा। एक ही दल एजे दोनों टीम का प्लेइंग 11 है। आयरलैंड प्लेइंग 11 एंड्रू बाल्बनी, पॉल स्टर्लिंग कप्तान, लोकन टकर विकेट कीपर, हैरी टैक्टर, कर्टिस कैंपर, जॉर्ज डॉक्रेल, मार्क अदायर, बैरी मैकॉथी, क्रेग यान, जोशुआ लिटिल, बेंजामिन वाइट। और भारत प्लेइंग 11 यशस्वी जायसवाल, ऋतुराज गायकवाड़, तिलक वर्मा, संजू सैमसन, विकेट कीपर, रिंकू सिंह, शिवम दुबे, वाशिंगटन सुंदर, प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा, अर्शदीप सिंह, जसप्रीत बुमराह, रवि बिश्नोई। भारत बनाम आयरलैंड दूसरा T20I 2023 जो खेल जाएगा डबलिन में विलेज क्रिकेट स्टेडियम। पहला मैच भारत ने DLS मेथड की वजह से 2 रन से जीता था। आज होगी दूसरा मुकाबला। आयरलैंड ने टॉस जीतकर क्षेत्र रक्षण का फैसला किया है। टॉस जीतकर आयरलैंड के कैप्टन स्टर्लिंग ने कहा, आज हमारे पास एक कटोरा होगा। अच्छी सतह दिखती है, उम्मीद है कि यह अच्छा खेलेगी। आमतौर पर यहाँ एक उच्च स्कोरिंग स्थल होता है। हम सीम टीम से खेल रहे हैं। और बुमराह ने कहा कि हम पहले भी बल्लेबाजी करते। आज मौसम थोड़ा बेहतर है और हम बोर्ड पर रन लगाना चाहते थे। शरीर अच्छा है। शुरुआत में थोड़ा सावधान रहा और फिर उसके बाद आत्मविश्वास बढ़ता गया और अच्छा रहा। एक ही दल एजे दोनों टीम का प्लेइंग 11 है। आयरलैंड प्लेइंग 11 एंड्रू बाल्बनी, पॉल स्टर्लिंग कप्तान, लोकन टकर विकेट कीपर, हैरी टैक्टर, कर्टिस कैंपर, जॉर्ज डॉक्रेल, मार्क अदायर, बैरी मैकॉथी, क्रेग यान, जोशुआ लिटिल, बेंजामिन वाइट। और भारत प्लेइंग 11 यशस्वी जायसवाल, ऋतुराज गायकवाड़, तिलक वर्मा, संजू सैमसन, विकेट कीपर रिंकू सिंह, शिवम दुबे, वाशिंगटन सुंदर, प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा, अर्शदीप सिंह, जसप्रीत बुमराह, सी, रवि बिश्नोई। भारत बनाम आयरलैंड दूसरा T20I 2023 जो खेल जाएगा डबलिन में विलेज क्रिकेट स्टेडियम। पहला मैच भारत ने DLS मेथड की वजह से 2 रन से जीता था, आज होगी दूसरा मुकाबला। आयरलैंड ने टॉस जीतकर क्षेत्र रक्षण का फैसला किया है। टॉस जीतकर आयरलैंड के कैप्टन स्टर्लिंग ने कहा, आज हमारे पास एक कटोरा होगा, अच्छी सतह दिखती है, उम्मीद है कि यह अच्छा खेलेगी। आमतौर पर यहाँ एक उच्च स्कोरिंग स्थल होता है, हम सीम टीम से खेल रहे हैं। और बुमराह ने कहा कि हम पहले भी बल्लेबाजी करते, आज मौसम थोड़ा बेहतर है और हम बोर्ड पर रन लगाना चाहते थे। शरीर अच्छा है, शुरुआत में थोड़ा सावधान रहा और फिर उसके बाद आत्मविश्वास बढ़ता गया और अच्छा रहा। एक ही दल, एजे दोनों टीम का प्लेइंग 11 है। आयरलैंड प्लेइंग 11, एंड्रू बाल्बनी, पॉल स्टर्लिंग, कप्तान, लोकन टकर, विकेट कीपर, हैरी टेक्टर, कर्टिस कैंपर, जॉर्ज डॉक्रेल, मार्क अदायर, बैरी मैकॉथी, क्रेग यंग, जोशुआ लिटिल, बेंजामिन व्हाइट। और भारत प्लेइंग 11, यशस्वी जायसवाल, ऋतुराज गायकवाड़, तिलक वर्मा, संजू सैमसन, विकेट कीपर, रिंकू सिंह, शिवम दुबे, वाशिंगटन सुंदर, प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा, अर्शदीप सिंह, जसप्रीत बुमराह, सी, रवि बिश्नोई।
It's actually does well that you perhaps need a third or a fine leg just to start with a brand new ball. Some of the most beautiful views of this gorgeous country, the Republic of Ireland.
2, 1.
We're ready. I think Mark Adair was too quick. He was just too quick off the mark. He was 3/4 of the way through his run up and the umpire said, let's play. Same pitch, Rohan, you had a look at it, but didn't have an awful lot of wear in the first match, really, did it?
No, it looks a lot drier from the first game. Obviously, the sun belting out yesterday, that's helped.
Bowled, it's at the stumps, it's making Jaswal play. You don't want to give a sighter to players of this caliber.
Yeah, he's just an amazing player, Jasprit Bumrah, as is Ruturaj Gaikwad. Two players who had an extremely impressive IPL. Jasprit Bumrah also had a fabulous first-class season last year. Got tons of runs.
Gaikwad on strike. And you'd expect someone like Gaikwad and Jasprit just to have a look. You can see what Gaikwad's just taking all the information in. Pace of Adair. Is it swinging? Let's have a look. Maybe one ball, maybe two balls, three balls even. Then move gear.
Yeah, and speaking to Ruturaj for the game, he said he thinks his USP is the fact that he can shift through those gears. He can play according to the situation of the game. When he needs to sort of just hang around and maybe nudge around for 1 and 2s, he can do that. When he needs to play the big shots, he can do that. He's got all of that in his repertoire. So, and he thinks that's his USP, to really adjust the situation of the game.
Once again, no third, fine leg on the fence. They're up inside the circle. Pitched up and just pushed for one. No liberties been taken yet by Gaikwad. Jasprit off the mark as well. No changes to India, no changes for Ireland.
Head coach of India at the moment. It was a very, very tricky left-hander played for Saurashtra. Got plenty of runs. When he played against Saurashtra, when he was in the side, his was the wicket that you wanted.
Very tidy first 6 deliveries. It's 2 without loss. Started, just put the question in the commentary box, why doesn't Josh Little take the brand new ball first, the first 6 deliveries like Shaheen Shah Afridi does, because that's when you get maximum swing, maximum use of the brand new ball. Good swing, but it swings off the bat as well. Gaikwad all over it.
You didn't have to do much there, Ruturaj Gaikwad. Just help that ball along in the fine leg direction. Just got bat on it, fine leg in the circle, and once you reach that fine leg in the circle, it's always going to be 4. Clever batting.
Well, this is the problem. If you're fine leg, you know that if your bowler's going to be pitching leg stump, you've got a problem. You've got to be watching the bowler, watching the bat, because if it goes off as it did then, it's going to beat you. Obviously, Paul Sterling, the captain, says we don't want a fine leg back on the fence, so we'll have Barry McCarthy there wearing 60. He's going to stay up inside the circle. But your bowler has got to get his line right. If he drifts down the leg side, he gives that fine leg no chance. A bit more width off stump this time. Josh Little, who himself had IPL experience this year with Gujarat. An audacious shot that is from Jasprit. It wasn't that short, but enough. Just enough.
It's a shot that he plays really well, Yashaswi. likes to swivel on the back foot and then just lay through that middle wicket. Look at that swivel. Excellent. Again, no real big foot movement, just transfer of weight.
Key word there, swivel that you used. And it wasn't that short as Josh Little. Gone again. This is big. All the way into those Indian fans. 6 big ones.
Top class. Just top class from Yashasvi. Again, not really that short if you have a look at it. But just the way he picks up that leg so early, Yashasvi. Shot. Pressure on Josh Little now. 15 of the over. He's got to finish this over off nicely. And he can dot it.
Slapped away offside. Goodness me, he's climbed into Josh Little. 2 gone, 18 for no wicket. Jasprit does so easily. Not only is he hitting sixes with audacious shots, but he keeps the scoreboard ticking over. It's a single now, and he's up the other end, and it's just, you cannot take your eye off him as a bowler, as a fielding captain.
Well, I think his mindset when he's batting is that if, as the bowler is releasing the ball, he's thinking, okay, if it's, how do I hit this for 4? Or how do I hit this for 6? And then if it's a really good ball, can I hit this for 2? If not, can I get a single? But he's always thinking runs.
Could look for 2 here, no they won't. And that, be a batting partner for Ruturaj, that means he can say, okay, I'll get a single here, you're in great nick, you come down here. I can just take my time a little. It just releases pressure with your batting partner.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that Ruturaj is not in good nick, but if your batting partner, whoever that may be, is not in good nick, that always helps. It gives you that little bit of time.
Uppish, but in control. Well, I reckon he's played a shot of ball. I don't think there's been a defensive thought in his head. Jasprit.
And that's how it should be. That's how T20 is played now. This is the future of the game, T20. What you're going to see is Yashasvi going at a shorter ball, as will Ruturaj. When you've got 10 wickets in hand, you've gone off to a start, 21 without loss. You've got to be aggressive from both ends.
Right now, rather bowl at Ruturaj Gaikwad than Jasprit, and that's saying something. Very carving the bowl up. Josh Little's first over went for 16. Misfield. Got some Ireland fans in here. We had to look for them. passes through. Third man is up inside the circle, and it flies past him. 26 for no wicket. Took those 2 wickets late in proceedings on Friday to give Ireland a bit of hope when the rain started coming. But, just wasn't enough. Ireland coming through on India coming through on DLS. 2 wickets down, they had enough runs on the board.
Good win for the Irish over England in rugby yesterday. Wales, your beloved Wales, not so much.
Yeah, I've got to say that we had a rugby convert here in Rowan Gavaskar. We took into a big rugby stadium here in Dublin. Ireland played England, and Ireland won, and meanwhile over in Cardiff, Wales were playing South Africa and came a distant second. But this man here is a converted rugby union fan.
Well, I was christened Ronnie O'Grady by Niall O'Brien.
Just short of a length again, man out there, takes a great catch, Curtis Camper, what a catch. Jaswell's on his way, can't believe it.
That is an excellent catch. Very well judged. Have to worry about that boundary rope there. Have a look at this. Got it, kept his balance. Well inside. Big wicket to Jasprit, who's looking in top touch. He's got to walk back now. Jasprit for 18. India 29 for 1.
प्यूरो हल्दी में है 3 गुना कम, जो बनाए से हेल्दी।
प्यूरो, खुशबू वाली प्योर हल्दी।
रोज का खाना हो या दूध के साथ पीना, हल्दी प्यूरो ही लाना।
प्यूरो, टॉप क्वालिटी प्योर हल्दी।
मेट्रो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, छेड़छाड़ के बिना इतनी सेविंग्स तो ऊपर वाला भी नहीं करा सकता।
अपना ऊपर वाला सबकी सेविंग्स कराएगा।
5-star rated fans with BLE.
Jaswell looked a bit forlorn, didn't he? Long boundary out there, but well judged. That'll be a relief to Tilak Bumrah. Just a relief, just to get the one.
Yeah, the reason he's at the crease is because Jasprit Gaikwad, I don't think he timed as well as he would have liked. The shot was on. Excellent catch that. But you're right, Tilak Verma will be breathing a lot better now that he's got a run to his name. Got a first bowler in the last outing. And as a batter, you always want to get off that mark.
Oh, he's dragged this down. Yeah, that will run away for 4. It was a bad ball from Young, and it was punished. 34 for 1, 4 gone. It's a long time. Has he judged it well? Yes, sir. George Dockrell takes a steepling catch. Ireland are holding their catches.
Excellent hand that. And he went quite out of that. Top end, he went quite high. Not underneath it. I don't think he judged it as well as he would have liked, but his hands. Excellent hands by Dockrell. Well, that's 2 in 2 overs now for India. Tilak Verma goes for 1. India 34 for 2. He'll be disappointed with that more than anyone else. More than you, more than me, more than he'll be disappointed with that. Because he's a player who should be averaging 30, 35, 40. He's that kind of player. He's a quality player. Champion cricketer. We've seen that in other tournaments. And the reason he's out there is because Tilak Verma, another outstanding young talent, just hasn't got going so far in the series. Passing 1 ball in the game on Friday, he's away. But the good thing for Tilak Verma is that everyone knows he's a wonderfully gifted young batter and will get plenty of opportunities. Hopefully.
George Dockrell, blustery day. That ball was up a long time. See the flags, they're just breezy afternoon. Short, pulled away. And in those hot spots, fielders are in those square positions for the short ball. Curtis Camphor, superb fielder. And George Dockrell, who in recent seasons has reinvented himself back internationally. He's got his left arm spin mojo back. And he can bat in the middle order as well. Better start this for Ireland. Ireland winning the toss, deciding to bowl first, and Jasprit Bumrah head of the toss. They wanted a bat anyway.
Yeah, 36 for 2 India, 4.4 overs done. The average score in the power play when you're batting first is 48 for 2, which coincidentally is also the average score if you're batting second in the power play. But what that tells you is that this pitch doesn't change too much.
Should just be one. Dockrell in quickly. Oh, the old adage goes that catches win matches. These may. Ruturaj on strike. Not taking any chances yet. 5 gone. India 37 for 2.
Right up to India, set for a thrilling second T20I. Josh Little to fall back into the attack. Joined by Niall O'Brien. Well, great to see you again. Ireland will be pleased with their start.
Very good stuff. Got on pretty well Friday afternoon. Took Kate's game. I thought they were aggressive with the ball. Gave themselves a chance, so they had confidence coming in with the ball in hand. Josh Little bowled 3 overs in the power play on Friday. He's having a second here.
A bit expensive in his first. Young really just looked the threat. Here you can see the stunning, entirely made in India product, the joint e-bike. There the force behind spectacular E-bike Cup Series, renamed the two-wheeler manufacturing companies. More and more of that talk will move towards electric vehicles. Posting about it, no? Quite a little ride on that.
Yeah, I've been promised once, so looking forward to that. Absolute cracker, that two e-bike. We thank them for all their support. Big game for Sanju Samson. I feel like he needs a score. Such quality, wonderful stroke maker, patriotic fan base back home, as popular as any batter in India, even more so than some mainstay Indian players. Wonderful cricketer, Rajasthan Royals. Loves his Hindi movies. Sanju, he was recently at one of his Heroes movie premiere. Rajinikanth, who was unveiling his new movie Jailer, and Sanju was there as a guest of honour, so I think it was a massively proud moment for Sanju to meet his favourite actor, Rajinikanth. It's a good movie, that Jailer. I watched it snippet from it a couple of days ago. Wonderful.
Yeah, I can tell you certainly, Niall, of all the players that were announced to the crowd as well, Sanju Samson got the biggest cheer of all the starting 11 for India today.
Well, he often does, Lenny. As I mentioned, you speak to many journalists and commentators from around India. He's got an unbelievable loyal fan base from Kerala. Rajasthan Royals captain, leader of Rajasthan Royals. Many people say he's as popular, or even more so, than some of the biggest players to have represented India in the recent times.
Steered away. Now third is out, but he's not going to get there. Outfield much quicker than it was a couple of days ago, and the power play ends with the boundary. India 47 for 2.
Tall, drifts the ball in, not a big turn of the ball.
This is the role he played for Ireland in the absence of Gareth Delaney at that recently concluded T20 World Cup qualifier up in Edinburgh. And he bowled in every single game, Niall, in that series, the 7th over. So as soon as the power play is done, he came straight into the attack. You're right, he's not a big turner of the ball, he bowls stump to stump. He'll get the majority of his wickets, LBW were bowled.
Down the ground, that's where Sanju Samson was thinking, hit the side screen. We saw Deepak Huda here last year absolutely smash the Ireland spinners out to the ground. Indian batters, such wonderful players with spin. You won't see these batters getting too funky. Down the pitch, hit through the line.
Dragged down, helped away, but man out there, there's 3 of them in the deep on the leg side. 5 fielders allowed outside the circle now, deep backward square, deep mid wicket and long on. We saw very standard for leg spinners. 5 men outside the circle brings them into the game in terms of wicket taking opportunities. India from here now, what are they looking to build towards? 50 comes up in the 7th over.
Well, the average score in around that 160, 165 mark. I think they'll want a lot more than that. Plenty of power. Gaikwad's been watchful. Sanju Samson watchful. They won't watch for too long.
It's very different weather in the series last year, wasn't it? One of those games was rain shortened, 12 overs per side. Over 10 per over throughout the series, though. Ireland nearly hunted down 225. Do India need 200?
You want as many as you get. I think something around that 175, 180 mark, definitely well within their reach. I think Ireland bowled well here and fielded well. Some of the good catches taken. Sure, pumped in the gap. It's a poor finish to the over. It was good before that. Dragged down, pumped to the boundary by Gaikwad. 55 for 2.
Ben White just a fraction too short in that previous over.
Yeah, we mentioned that he's not a big turn of the ball, Ben White. He drives the ball into the surface, and when you're playing against players from subcontinental conditions, they're so good, so adept at using their feet. Just watch how he gets back and shifts that front leg out of the way. Many players from Ireland, England will be pushing forwards of that. Not the Indians. That's a wonderful pull shot.
The pull shot this time, and it races across a much quicker outfield. It's like a different playing conditions, different playing surface altogether, Niall. That's a gorgeous throw from Gaikwad. He gets 4.
Yeah, just getting into his groove here. Ruturaj Gaikwad. Really good shot. Watch how he rolls the wrist. Have a look at the handwork. Rolls that wrist, brings the bottom hand into play so he can manipulate the ball exactly where he wants to hit it. He knows where the fielders are placed. Doesn't try to overhit. Just getting themselves going here, India.
This time pulled well in front to square. Mid-on up in the circle, deep mid-wicket out. Gets one to his right, the ball before. This time he gets it to his left. Excellent batting. And Ruturaj Gaikwad, he's looking to move into a real groove now.
Banged in again. Craig Young, the quickest of the Ireland bowlers in game 1, but that is just too short. There's nothing behind it. There's no venom in the ball. Comes out of the surface quite slowly. Gaikwad has all the time in the world to pump it.
Woodley scampered through for a single. If Harry Tector had affected the direct hit, been safely home. Young impressive in the first game, couple of wickets.
Yeah, he's got an interesting stats against India. He's taken 2 wickets and 2 balls on 3 occasions against India. The last 3 T20s Ireland have played against India, Craig Young has got 2 wickets and 2 balls in 3 games. So he likes playing against India. Before today, it's 6 wickets for 56 runs and 7 overs against India. So it's an opposition he likes.
I think Young also has a little bit of a point to prove, doesn't he, Niall? He was very, very disappointed to be left out for the vast majority of the Cricket World Cup qualifier in Zimbabwe. Okay, mate, no homework to do on a Sunday, is there?
I didn't do my homework on a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's never any homework done. Although one of our crew here got some wonderful results in their GCSEs recently. Very proud of our crew.
Some of the younger members of the crew, they've been given a day pass today. No homework here in Malahide. Cricket and cricket only. 8 bowled, 67 for 2. In the year 2, and they're going to rely upon that experience. Compete against this young, hungry Indian side as White continues.
Well, it's a sold-out ground here, sold-out venue. We've got some wonderful guests alongside us. Aspiring commentators. We've got Olivia and Ethan Gray and Oscar Morel. Guys, lovely to have you with us. What do you reckon so far? Are you happy? Very happy.
It's going to be a single down the ground. Yeah, great to see young fans being inspired. Sold out crowd, a wonderful atmosphere. Niall, this is the stuff of dreams for Irish cricket.
Yeah, that's what you do all your preparation. As a youngster, you dream about days like this. Sold out ground, sun shining against the best team in the world. And the chance as a player to have a day out like Harry Tector had last year, a wonderful half-century. Ruturaj Gaikwad playing nicely today. He's got going well. He was watchful at the start, puts that bad ball away. When you give him a chance to pounce, he never misses out.
5 boundaries so far in his 26 deliveries. He's cruised to 37. I think that India, from this platform, they're going to be pushing up towards that 200 marker. It's a very good pitch. There's runs always here in Malahide, Niall.
Runs aplenty, good surface. Outfield is fast today. Nice warm day yesterday. Ground staff did a good job. And it's a difficult ground actually to defend, so Ireland just have to bear that in mind when they're in the chase. Always in the game. There's little pockets here, Lenny and Malahide, where you can chip the ball into the gaps. Gaikwad going nicely. 142 strike rate. IPL last season struggled over 147.
Wrong, and I think getting back of the hand. Nicely bowled by White. Not something he delivers too often. I'm not sure that was picked initially. Kept a little low too.
A bit fuller. I think he misread the length. Went back. Nearly slipped through the defences.
Really good over from Ben White. Just 5 singles come from it. End of the 9th. India 72 for 2. That's who's to come for India, and the culmination maybe in a few moments' time if there's a third wicket. The most marvellous story of Rinku Singh. He debuted a couple of days ago, but didn't get to bat. What a story. Rinku Singh, best known for that innings against Gujarat Titans. 5 consecutive sixes in the final over in the IPL. How did he do it, Niall?
I was there. He absolutely tonked it everywhere. Josh Little was in the opposition that day. Josh Little gave his bowling partner something to work with. Absolutely whacked it everywhere.
Beautiful drive. Quite possibly the shot of the day for me, Niall. Classic, conventional on drive of the highest quality.
Elegance. Class, perfection. Look at the technique. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that technique. Everything was in kilter. Lets the ball come right in. Mid-on was a little bit wide, and Sanju says, I'm just going to push the ball through the line. It's all a little push.
Indication to me now that this wicket is going to get better and better, the pitch, throughout this day. We've seen high scores chased here at Malahide. Ireland staying in the contest for the moment.
The Ireland seamers today banging away that good length, back of the length, that 6 metre, 8 metre mark. 2 wicket balls short, so aggressive short bowling being rewarded. It's good surface, how Paul Sterling alluded to at the toss. He said it's a really good pitch. And Ireland just need to know they've played so much cricket on this ground. As long as you're in the game with wickets in hand, that's crucial, Lenny. In a chase at Malahide, wickets in hand, you can get anything off the last 4, 5 overs. So Ireland just need to be technically sound in the power play, something they've struggled with in the past, and set the innings up for the likes of Dockrell, Camphor there in the back end.
Great atmosphere, really good energy in the crowd. It's like changing the field too. Man, fine leg, comes up into the circle and deep backward square, goes back. Given as a wide. Paul Sterling in as what, for the moment, is interim captain right now, Niall. He seemed to have responded really well to their new captain. He's a man that's very well loved in Irish cricket.
Yeah, very positive in both his approach to his batting and also his captaincy. Certainly a marked difference from Andrew Balbirnie, who did a very good job, but Paul Sterling always taking the aggressive, positive route. that infiltrate his way through to the line and through to the players. They know the captain's backing them to go out and trust their instinct.
He's renowned, isn't he, as maybe having the best cricket brain, certainly the best white ball cricket brain Ireland have ever produced. He's been to almost every league around the world, and he's very well liked around the world as well.
Yeah, very popular man. Played in nearly all the leagues around the globe and dominated, to be fair. Numbers are just exceptional. ODI is superb. He's a good test cricketer. T20 all around the world, he has dominated.
Approaching 10,000 runs across formats for Ireland. Ireland's captain, some player. 10 overs have been bowled. It's 81 for 2.
The batsman who is really getting stuck into Ireland's bowlers. Sanju Samson as well has now just upped the ante a little bit. Yeah, so 81 for 2 from the first 10. That's a platform for a big score. Josh Little now, 2 overs have cost him 26. Up and over. And he'll get 4 for it.
Incredible strength shown by Samson here. How full this is. Manages to get underneath it, get the right hand through at the right moment to lift it over extra cover. But misses out on the full amount.
This time swings harder and straighter. It's 4 more.
Those two fielders just didn't move, didn't have the chance. Absolutely lightning, that shot off the bat. Too full, a little bit of width. Clears the leg to the leg side. And all mid-off can do is turn around and jog and chase that one down. Back-to-back boundaries.
Now the problem for Josh Little is that he's bowled his first 2 of this over. Gone for 34 in 14 deliveries. Big headache for Josh Little, who's a key spearhead bowler for Ireland. Talk about finishing the over, he's got 4 more balls. He's only a third of the way through this over. Tries to bowl the Yorker, it's a full toss. It's for number 3.
Nothing Lorcan Tucker could do behind the stumps about this one. Missed the Yorker. Samson barely got any bat on it. He got enough to send it past Lorcan Tucker. Josh Little, 3 boundaries in a row for him. And unfortunately for him, India will have been focusing on him when they were thinking about Ireland's bowling attack. You want to take the #1 bowler out, and they're doing it today.
Better had to stop the force from coming. A little bit of width on offer. He's coming over the wicket. You see how that's going across the right-hander. This time it's straighter from Samson. Tries to bowl the Yorker, delivers a full toss. What he hasn't done is come round the wicket. You see often left-arm quick bowlers changing the trajectory to come round the wicket to stop right-handers from swinging at the ball, which is not at the stumps. Short picked up into the stands. Half 6.
Well, it's been great viewing for this packed out crowd here in Malahide, but that one's the biggest cheer of them all. Samson into his work now. Ben White then at fine leg, all he could do is swivel round and watch that one sail over his head. Still some trees standing in Malahide, and he's looking to hit a few of them, Sanju Samson.
Now that may be Josh Little for Ireland, but it's a big over for India. 18 runs from it. 99 for 2. Seems like the ball's not coming back. Might be a trophy.
A good opportunity for Josh Little just to take a breath. Sometimes when you're bowling an over like this, you can feel like you're the only person in the ground, and all eyes are on him as he tries to get out of this over without any more damage. 18 now and still a ball to go. Just feels like he's got a few different plans going through his head, Josh Little, not joined together, thinking in terms of the field he's set and then the deliveries he's bowling to that field.
Is he? How many times have you seen Josh Little coming round the wicket?
Tends to only do it right at the end of an innings. He has a very low arm for a left armer, and that sometimes can stop a left armer coming around the wicket. They don't feel like they can finish off the action and bowl in at the stumps. It's something he'll need to work on for overs just like this and occasions just like this, when he's getting taken down by an absolutely top-class batsman.
Right, Samson. Oh, he's bowled a slower ball. He's taken all the pace off it. Well bowled. He finished the over. 99 for 2, 11 gone. By Josh Little, who's now gone for 44 in his 3. India have set the platform for a big total here. They were put into bat by Paul Stirling, Ireland's captain, and it's going to be Craig Young, who's bowled 2 overs, 1 for 19. Gaikwad on strike is compiling a nice innings here. Strike rate of 129, 40 from 31. Just kept the scoreboard ticking over, Ruturaj. Samson laid into Josh Little.
Josh Little just didn't seem to be able to find an answer. Everything he tried didn't come off until after this massive 6. He bowled a slower ball that went for a dot.
Samson has bulked up, in recent years. When he started, he was pencil thin. Talking about when he was 17, but he's really beefed up in the gym, and there is strength then. There's muscular strength to go allied with the technique that he has.
Well, it's funny when you think about cricketers, there's a space for everybody, isn't there? There's the really strong guys that get their strength very early on and bludgeon it in youth cricket, and then you've got the smaller guys that have to learn technique. They have to find gaps, and I think those are the ones that end up the best, because then when they get the strength, they can add the power game to good technique.
Clipped away. Craig Young has been effective for Ireland in this series. This is the end of Jaswal in the first match, and then Tilak Varma down the leg side. And again, picking up Jaswal with the short ball. Camphor holding a good catch out at deep square leg side. So picking up wickets with balls very short. That's the plan. That's the strategy.
Well, I think as well, angled in at Jaswal was the key, because any whiff outside off he climbed into in that first game and today.
Short, slow ball, which in old money was called a long hop. Halfway down, your captain would say to you, "What are you doing? Bowling that?"
Element of surprise, 69 miles per hour, that delivery. So you don't want to bowl it too often. Don't let them get a good look at it. But the element of surprise, he was waiting for that for an age. It was Gaikwad. A good clever bowling so far this over from Young. He's varied his pace really well. Field changes at fine leg coming in. Third is going out. So expect this one to go the outside off.
Turned him round a little there. Samson was looking leg side. Ball squirts out on the offside. Sterling, the fielder, the skipper.
I fancy coming off a little bit slower than expected. He was waiting again for that one. Hasn't been predictable from Young. Different types of slower balls so far in the overclasses. There was the first delivery, 83 miles per hour.
Short, just helped on its way. Dockrell is out there at deep mid-wicket. It's 104 for 2, 12 overs gone. Daunting for Ben White. He's very young in his career. 22 years of age. First saw him bowl in the test match against Sri Lanka in Galle, and that was tough work for Ben White. It was tough work for everyone. It was fearfully hot. Tough work for commentators.
Yeah!
Oh, I think he's dragged it on. There certainly was something that helped it onto the stumps. Ben White not bothered about that. He's got a wicket.
He's got something from nothing here, Ben White. A bit of luck going his way. Pretty short, wide outside off, but yeah, the top spinner just rushed Samson a tiny bit. Took the bottom of his bat. He was looking to send that one over the stands, and instead he's turned around and seeing his bails hitting the floor. Tough work for Ben White as a leg spinner, but he's got some reward here with the wicket of Samson, who goes for 40. India are 105 for 3.
Put himself at slip as well.
Just hurried him a little bit. Didn't get the feet in a good position, Sanju Samson. I think that's what he'll be disappointed about. He wasn't clear about exactly where he wanted to hit that ball. Need to have a stable base, if at all possible. Didn't have one, and now he's paid with his wicket.
Well, Ruturaj is just quite keen on just taking the singles. He's got 5 fours, hasn't hit a 6 yet, Gaikwad, but he's compiling an anchor innings here for India.
Absolutely. Well, I wonder, is that what he's been told to do? You know, they've got hitters all around him. Not that he can't hit, but that's the role he's been given.
Josh Little in that position. It's very important. He's got the left arm throw as well. So he's in a key position for the leg spinner here, Ben White. Just going to change it. Paul Sterling comes out and he'll go alongside Josh Little now, that backward short third man. Beats them both. End of the over, 13 gone, 108 for 3. The heart of one of the great cities, Dublin, and it's almost like a home match for India. It really is. You're watching at home in India. Good to have your company with us. India looking for a big total here.
Well, you talk about the beautiful weather today, Alan, and compared to Friday, it's incredible the difference. Andrew Leonard came back from doing that pitch report. He was looking for some sun cream. I hope he found some.
Pushed for one from Rinku Singh. Interesting comparison in how Gaikwad has just gone about compiling this innings. 45 from 36 from Ruturaj Gaikwad. Some of the grandest trees in this beautiful park, Malahide Park. Malahide Castle got battered on Friday. One of our grand oak trees, 200 years old, had to have some attention, medical attention. The tree surgeon was here. Very sad. Yeah, this was all happening yesterday. Huge chunks of that 200-year oak tree came down. And oh, they make an awful noise, those chainsaws. When you hear them, I just want to stop them, but they had to do this work. Some TLC, the Grand Dame. Bright sunshine now. It's a warm afternoon. Score is 1-1-1 for 3. And now look at it now with everyone's done a pretty good job. I know it's lost some of its shape, but Her Majesty is still there. Well done. Her Majesty, the tree. Again, it's a leading edge. It's not quite there. Ruturaj Gaikwad with 5 boundaries here.
Well, there's a key element here, and that's length. Anything short, Ruturaj Gaikwad will leap into, and it's the line that amazes me. It doesn't matter what line you bowl. If it's short, he knows where he wants to hit it for 4. A couple of those boundaries, basically straight pull shots. So he's going to look to knock it around off the full deliveries and look to the boundary when it's short.
Bald. That's good from Craig Young. Rinku Singh has only just come in. Not like that. Give him something short. Give him something to think about.
And saving it till the 5th delivery as well. He's changed his pace up nicely at the start of the over. Then he's saved his shorter delivery for a dot to the 5th one. So So that's
Looks for the Yorker, delivers it. It's a good over. 5 from it, 14 gone, 113 for 3.
Robin Lewis watching on.
Ben White. Rinku Singh goes after him, and he'll get 4 for this.
Too full from Ben White. Into the hitting arc of Singh. Keeps his leg out of the way, but the head position was key. That was towards the ball, managed to keep it in front of square. 4 more to the total.
It's right there, the length was good for Rinku Singh. He's had a look now, he's had 8 deliveries for his 9. You just know that virtually everyone in this India like that. There's all the repertoire to all the various parts of Malahide. Rinku Singh is very much one of those players. I like the fact that he's just had a little look, wasn't tempted by the short ball from Craig Young.
Yeah, it feels like these Indian players are very much in competition with each other, not as worried about Ireland, more about each other.
Oh! Well, he's pulled, swept it, beautiful shot. Gaikwad gets his half century, and it's very well played. His second half century in his T20 international career. An elegant innings this has been. He hasn't pulverised Ireland, he's just played with them, and he's stroked his way to a half century.
Much better length from White. A couple of times he's over pitched, he's pulled his length back well. The next delivery, for him it's about finding that length without being boundary first, so 50 for Gaikwad. He's been there from the start. He's anchored this innings very nicely.
Goes after him. Goes straight back over his head for 6. What a great bat swing that was from Gaikwad.
Bring out the spare balls. That one has gone miles. He doesn't even bother walking towards the other end. Ben White, as soon as he let that one go, he knew that one was gone. 6 more.
Oh, Mum, where's it gone?
Oh, it's Freya Sargent got her first cap for Ireland last week. She's not a mum, she's 17 years old. Helen Wilkins.
Who am I to know?
Congratulations to Freya Sargent, but she will have enjoyed watching this. 50 runs. Anything short went to the boundary. Pulled really well. Excellent off the back foot. But now he's into his work against the spin. That's the biggest 6 today.
Going after Ben White here. It's a single. 15 gone. India 129 for 3.
India looking to push up, I think, to the highest of those potential projected scores. 199 they'd like from here. The reason why, it appears to be a very good playing surface. It's known as a high scoring ground. And they've got two men now set at the crease. Gaikwad going to his highest T20I score. Got it really nicely, very elegant. It's a remarkable story of Rinku Singh. Completes the first part of its final journey as he doesn't just debut for India a couple of days ago, but he now gets into action with the bat. Barry McCarthy, bowled his third over, returns to the attack from the Castle end. Starts with a slower ball towards Tector at mid-off, who nestles underneath it and takes the catch. Big moment in the game, all the way down to 66 miles an hour. Very clever from McCarthy. He's having an excellent couple of days, Rohan.
Yeah, that's just excellent bowling, just to receive a player of Gaikwad's quality when he's set. When he's batting on 58 with an outstanding slow delivery. Have a look at that. Completely received it. Bottom hand comes off the bat. Tector, safe as houses.
Shivam Dube to the crease at number 6. This Indian team, stock full, fantastic young talent. One of the things I've been so taken with the team that they've picked, Rohan, is they haven't really selected upon age. They've gone with form, players who've had brilliant years, brilliant 12 to 18 months. And they're giving them the chance to state their case for longer runs in the team. For Dube, his first innings of the tour, and he'll have to go right from the off. He's here because of this.
Yeah, just top quality bowling there. Getting that slow run in first up, first delivery of the over. Excellent thinking. Big wicket, as you called it, Nani. Ruturaj Gaikwad was batting well, was set, and this is where you expect him and Rinku Singh to sort of try and get to that 180 mark.
There's no better top ball than a wicket, is there? It just slows all that momentum and it piles the pressure onto India's numbers 5 and 6, Rinku Singh and Dube, both very new in their international careers. High scores have been chased here. Are we seeing a game on right now, Rohan?
Well, let's not forget that Ireland nearly chased 225 down last year against India. An outstanding game. Andrew Belberny got 60. Deepak Hooda, who was playing in that game, got his international 100.
Nicely cut. George Dockrell is out there. He'll cut it off and keep it to 1. Well, he's been known as Ireland's best boundary rider, the deep fielder for a while. An excellent catch earlier in the innings, and they're definitely 1 run saved. Second T20I last year, I think it was such an entertaining game. India said, well, we have to come back. We have to come back. Nearly 450 runs between the two sides. Ireland in the final over, Mark Adair nearly got them there. They needed 8 to win off 3. Ended up coming up just short by 4 runs. Harry Tector, he was outstanding in the series, more than 100 runs between the two games. Great relationship, cricketing relationship between these two countries.
Yes, that game that was last year. Deepak Hooda, 104 bat round. Sanju Samson also got his T20 international 50 in that game. Melbourne. Just Harry Tech was outstanding, 39 28. As was Rockwell, 34, unbeaten of 15. It was really tight in that last over.
T20 cricket's all about, isn't it? One good over can swing the game, and that's in either innings. And this has been an outstanding over from McCarthy. He closes it out, just 3 runs come from it, and the big wicket. India, 132 for 4. Four critical overs remain in this first innings of the second T20I. Ireland sticking rigidly to this policy of going with their 4 bowlers. The outlier in the figures today, Josh Little, has been very expensive. As a consequence, they're going to turn to him. Well, it's a day for everyone here up in Malahide. They're the most beautiful grounds in and around the area. That's up in the grounds behind us. Ireland are back into attention. 4 overs remain. Anything under 175, Rohan, feels like it should be a really good contest.
Yeah, it should be. As we mentioned, this is a pitch which is conducive to batting. But if you get your angles right as far as the ground's concerned, where you've got to hit your boundaries, get your angles right, you'll find more boundaries than not. So it's important to get your angles right as a batter, and which the Irish, you expect the Irish to do because they play so much on this ground.
One of the things I love about this venue, you're so close to the action. 68 metres the largest boundary, and then obviously have the space out to the boundary hoardings. Just right on top. That little hill we have here outside that beautiful old tree that Alan Wilkins was talking about. Very special venue, one of the most beautiful in the world. Good change of pace and skills that makes Little such an asset at the death, but he's been a bit off the boil today and even a couple of days ago.
Yeah, but this is a good time for him to come and bowl that final over. Because as you mentioned, you've got a lot of heat will between the pressure. A good time for a bowler who's really not been on the top of his game in this particular innings to come and finish his quota.
The change of pace. This is what India did so well in the first T20I, throwing off the rhythm, the timing of the batters. Rohan, is it fair to say that the world game has never been more competitive? In a year's time, we're going to see the largest ever T20 World Cup with 20 teams, 4 groups of 5 coming together. The UAE beating New Zealand yesterday for the first time in their history. We saw Scotland outstanding down at the ODI qualifier. So too the Netherlands who qualified. It's great to see the game growing.
Well, and Italy nearly qualified. They came third in their group.
7 runs was the margin of victory. Ireland squeezed past Italy. That was in the opening game of the T20 World Cup qualifier in Edinburgh. They're a side ranked in the mid-30s in the world. The game's never been deeper.
And also Italy weren't playing with the full side at that point because they had a couple of players missing. They're missing 2 players, so you think if they had the 2 regular players playing, who knows what could have happened. So yeah, I think the global game expanding can expand a little better. You can have more countries playing, more, get them involved.
It's one of the beauties of the shortest format though, isn't it? You can play multiple games in a day of a World Cup. It really has never been a larger game. Ireland did win their first 4, which was enough to get them through 2 qualification spots for Europe. Just as well, the Netherlands weren't there. They weren't there because they beat South Africa on the last day of the T20 World Cup Super 12 stages last year. That was in Adelaide. Flicked away, but Little comes back well, concedes just 5 singles. India, their momentum, it's been stifled. 3 remain, 137 4. dance moves are out in the crowd. And they want a direct flight there to India. I think they want to maybe go watch the World Cup later in the year.
Yeah, I think the World Cup's going to be such a special event. It's going to be fabulous. We'll have it in India, with the crowds coming in, the atmosphere. I think it's just going to be an absolutely special event.
It really is. There'll be echoes and shades of Sachin Tendulkar and MS Dhoni lifting that trophy together in 2011, the last time India hosted a 50 over. And the cup as Mark Adair, Ireland's death specialist, comes into the attack, and he is coming off the back of an excellent 12 to 18 months. He's been Ireland's leader of the attack.
But 17 deliveries remaining, and this is where I think Rinku Singh now, who's been at the crease for 13 deliveries, needs to showcase his skills which have got him to this level. He's a fabulous finisher, fabulous player. As you said, Mark Adair, you talk about Mark Adair being a specialist dead bowler. I think Rinku Singh, he can be a specialist batter at the end of the innings. We've seen that in the past. We've seen what he's capable of. The batting for India for the first time. You know, because that brings about its own pressure. Forget about that and just play your normal game.
Yeah, you can almost feel the nervousness. That's going to be too short, given us a wide. Adair, he's always had rich potential, but his wicket-taking numbers in recent times in this format, the last 2 years, only Arshdeep Singh has more T20 international wickets than Mark Adair. Arshdeep Singh is 49, Mark Adair is 46, and Adair just 3 shy. Becoming the 8th bowler to get to 100 T20I wickets. He is penetrative, and he takes the responsibility of his entire team to be the hero or the villain. That's the way he calls it. At the top and then at the death. Not easy to bowl these death overs, but he loves the pressure. He loves being that focal point of attention.
But when he does get there, he's probably the fastest quick bowler to get to 100 wickets. And I think it'll probably be, in terms of years from debut, will be the quickest bowler, because I think he's got a couple of years to go to pick up those 3 wickets. So I think he'll get there.
So good at the death, but right now his focus won't really be on taking wickets. He's happy with this. Boundaries right now just drying up. And that projected score, we were talking about 180, 190. Well, look at the way he's varying it. Brilliant skills from Adair, on pace, off pace, varying almost every delivery. Ireland's specialist at the death for a reason. 20 balls without a boundary for India. Just a single comes from that.
Yeah, and I think that's where India will probably look back and this is where we faltered a little bit towards the end of the innings, not really getting enough boundaries going. If we just got 2 overs remaining and your last 20 deliveries have been hit for a 4, you've got to be looking at that.
Well, the cutter. This one's lasered towards Little, who does brilliantly. That's the most uneven part of the ground, right in the shadow of that tree. That's 3 runs saved. End of the 18th. 1-4-3 for 4. See, the storm has passed at the lack of momentum. 13 runs from the last 3 overs. India need to find something in these final 2, Rohan. Real ice cream weather, isn't it? It's a warm day, actually. Very different to what we had 48 hours ago. 23, 24 degrees. Ireland will just be feeling, hold their nerve for 2 more. They're very much in the contest, under 170.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Ireland can restrict that to under 160, which is possible, looking at what's gone on in the last 3 overs, you'll be thinking, wow, game on.
Will have to be reloaded, given as a wide by umpire Paul Reynolds. McCarthy, he looks full of confidence after that innings 2 days ago.
Yeah, why wouldn't he be? Because he batted so beautifully in that on that game on Friday. Again, one of those coming into bat when the team was under pressure. Ireland have easily been dismissed for under 100. And just looking forward to Ireland's chase. I think there's something you mentioned a little earlier. The fact that they haven't really done well in the power play. If they get that power play right, Ireland, you think, wow, they're in with a big shout.
Here's the 2 wickets from McCarthy. The first one was a superbly well-judged catch from George Dockrell. So blustery out there. That's the one thing the pictures aren't really telling you. And then the excellent skills to get the perfect off-cutter in to completely deceive Gaikwad. Harry Tector, just the man you'd want underneath it. You'll just be thinking 5 more balls for McCarthy to get out of. A couple of days he's having a maiden international 50 in any of the 3 formats. A couple of wickets to go with it now. Carved away. Carved away. We may have a boundary check. I think it's going to be 4, 6, 8 inches inside the rope. Too much width from McCarthy this time.
Yep, this is the Rinku Singh we know and we love. The one who's the boundary hitter towards the end. Keeps his cool, has an excellent temperament, doesn't get flustered. Again, saw the opportunity, saw the wind, flew with the bat at it. Picks up a much needed boundary there for India.
Another slower ball. And it's going to be carted out of the ground. What a stroke that is. Didn't feel as though he got all of it at first. Just 70 miles an hour. But it's dispatched onto the roof of the hospitality tent. Rinku Singh, well, he's starting to look regal in the blue of India.
It was really good on the shot was the placement. It's great. Like I said, this is the Rinku Singh we know and love. Just picked up that slow delivery, got in position really early. 12 of the over so far, 3 deliveries more. Can India make this a 20-run over?
The Irish fans will be thinking, oh no, not again. Historically, they've had problems at the death, and the crowd really, maybe an Irish home game in name, but it's in name only right now.
Honestly, I mean, have you played the game Where's Wally? It's like, where's the Irish fan in this stadium?
Pressure on McCarthy. Well, it doesn't feel like Dublin right now, it feels a bit more like Delhi.
But you know what, Eddie, this is wherever you go in the world. You will have Indians coming out in numbers to support their team.
Spot on, they're just back from a tour of the West Indies in the Caribbean and USA. In Trinidad it was the same, in Guyana it was the same, and in Fort Lauderdale they are so loved. Even as a wide, McCarthy feeling the pressure, the third wide of the over. there, the Irish team manager, alongside Ryan Eagleson on the left, the Irish bowling coach. Yeah, good decision. The umpires working together, Rowley Black indicating clearly from square leg. His fielders right now flying everywhere. There's a fielding change every moment. Deep backward square is going to come up. Deep third's going to go back. He's going to change his angle, come around the wicket. He's going to look for the wide block hole, get it as full as he can. Can't keep going short. That's where he looks, and Rinku Singh reads it perfectly. We will have a boundary check. May well have gone all the way. 2 telegraph from McCarthy, and Singh is just turning this game on its head.
Also the angle that he's bowling from just makes it so much easier for the left-hander. Okay. Ooh, that's 6. That's maximum.
Yeah, it just felt all too telegraphed, didn't it? You knew it was going to be the wide block hole. McCarthy misses it by 6 to 9 inches, and that's the margin for error at the international level. You miss, they will punish you, particularly a batter of the quality of Rinku Singh. This is why Indian fans are so excited about him. 31 off 18 now. Goes to the leg cutter and gets away with it. I think McCarthy will breathe a sigh of relief that Dube will come on to strike for his final ball.
Yeah, have a look at this. The 3 boundaries from Rinku Singh. He's just got his rhythm going, he's got his flow going. And you can understand that he took his time a little bit early on. First outing with the bat from the Blues of India. Would have been naturally a little bit nervous.
This one goes a long way into the air. May land between 2 men. It does. George Dockrell can't get there, and Paul Sterling couldn't either. McCarthy feels he's robbed of a 3rd wicket. It's the most expensive over of the innings. 22 come off it. 165 for 4. Barry McCarthy's bowling, he just couldn't close out a brilliant first 3 overs. Two runs off the 19th. What can they do from the 20th? Clipped away and all the way. 6 more. The runs are finally coming now for India, and this time it's Shivam Dube getting into the act.
Yeah, that had a touch of Ruturaj in that shot. Just the way he played it. Full toss helped on its way. Easy peasy for Shivam Dube.
Critically, India feel like they're going to take the momentum in as well. This could be massive. Oh, it's gone a long, long way. It's not coming back either, I don't think, Rohan. 6-6 to start the final over.
You get the box of balls out there now. That's what you're going to do, because this ball's gone. It's out of here. This is excellent from India. Just getting that momentum back. As you had mentioned, 13 of 3 overs before the 18th over, 16-78. So Arjun got a bit of a stranglehold on India at that point.
Doesn't time this one. Tector checks out, he pulls out. I think it's a good decision. Wasn't quite going to carry. Dube, well, he's showing what he can do now. Super Kings man, proper player. Playing for India, you have to take your chance, don't you? You're not sure when it will come around the next time, and that's what Singh and Dube are showing the selectors here. This goes into the leg side, going to be 6 more, the third 6 of the over. Singh, sensational.
Oh, Singh is king. Have a look at that. For someone playing his first innings in international cricket, this has been simply superb. Outstanding from Rinku. We've seen that in the past in domestic cricket, but then when you're playing international cricket, there's a whole bunch of nerves that come along with it. As you mentioned, and you're playing for your spot because you know you're going to get a few opportunities because there's so many players waiting in the wings. You've got to be so happy for Rinku Singh because he's grabbed that opportunity with both hands. He's done the hard yards, he's waited for his turn, he's waited for his opportunity, and this is absolutely brilliant.
This could be a chance. Fine leg goes back and holds on. Craig Young takes the catch and Adair strikes back, but it takes nothing away from the rich potential we've seen in Rinku Singh. Beautiful innings to watch.
Yeah, I think he was thinking like I was. He's batting on 38, 2 sixes, and that's a 50. 44-50. Unfortunately, not to be, but this has been a wonderful innings from Rinku. He goes for 38, 184 for 5.
Washington Sundar in for the final ball. Will take a look upstairs. Either way, Ireland will feel as though there's a bit of relief from those final 2 deliveries after.
Team director, we play run-out check at the bowler's end. Can I see your best side on angle,
finish for
please?
India.
Ball is in. Ball is in. I have a decision for the big screen.
Yep, not out. Correct decision. That's the end of the innings. India finish off with 185 for 5 in the allotted 20 overs.
42.
respect for your opposition bowlers. Andy Balbirnie, strike rate is low, 124. By that, I mean you're facing now Jasprit Bumrah, who's one of the best fast bowlers in the world in any format. He's also captain of India. He's got pips on his shoulders. Give him respect. Have a look at it. Don't try and do something stupid early on. Oh, goodness. Because he can bowl you unplayable deliveries like that. That's what I'm saying. Have a little bit of respect. Have a look at him and see what you can get from him.
Well, there's ways you're willing to get out against bowlers, and I reckon nicked off to this delivery wouldn't be the worst. Through the gate in the first game is disappointing. If you nick this one off, then you have to say well done to the bowler. He's done well to just play down the line and allow that one to go through to the keeper.
Jaswal at slip. Now, honestly, Isabel, you are looking here at you're at slip, you're Jaswal. Bumrah, in the first match, bowled Andy Balbirnie a big booming in-swinger with the same action. Here, first ball, he bowls him a leg cutter at 85 miles an hour. I mean, stop it, Jasprit. It's, you know, keep some of those tricks for later. Down the leg side, that should be wide. Might run for 4 wides.
It was real classical opening bowling stuff there from Bumrah. Away, and went for the booming in-swinger to take the wicket of Andy Balbirnie, but just didn't quite get it right on that third delivery. Got it right on Friday when it went through the gate against Andy Balbirnie. The first one before, but this one perfect. And look at that reach from Balbirnie. Doesn't get the foot in line. There was a big gap. Took the inside edge of the bat as well onto his stump. So he's trying to avoid that today, playing a lot straighter.
There it is. There's that late in-swing from Bumrah. But the beauty about watching Jasprit bowling is that little subtle change of wrist position and release of the ball is what makes the ball behave in the way it does. He's a wonderful bowler.
And he's exactly what Andy Balbirnie won't want. He tends to push at the ball, Andy Balbirnie. Have a look here when he gets through the shot. He just pushes through, doesn't hold in his position. Have a look at that again in a minute.
Has he hit it? Has he hit it? He's in front. He's turned him round here, Bumrah. The only question is, has he hit it? Oh, he's just got there with a half a second to go. It's going to be a review to the third umpire.
Third umpire to TV director. We've a player review for an LBW. The original decision was not out. I've checked the front foot and it's a fair delivery. Can I see your front on, please? Ball is close to the back. Can I see ultra edge, please? Flat line, roll through the pad, thank you. Good, ball tracking please. Impact outside, impact in line, wickets umpire's call. Okay, thank you. Paul, I need you to stick to your decision please, you're on screen now.
Well, umpire's call. Jasprit Bumrah was convinced he'd got Balbirnie. Don't lose the review. It's an umpire's call. Balbirnie just must be double guessing here what he's going to receive. He's trying to mentally work out how on earth he can figure out this Rubik cube that's called Jasprit Bumrah bowling at 90 miles an hour at him.
Giving himself room Andy Balbirnie has decided to go on the attack. Not managed to hit it while playing conventional cricket, so he's gone to a little bit more unconventional. Not paid off yet, one to come.
And that'll feel good for Balbirnie. Out at the best part of the bat. And we left it to the last second. 1 run saved from the boundary. It's 8 for no wicket from the first. Well, it's 100% better start than the first match, when Ireland were 4 for 2 from the first. Here's the left arm pace of Jasprit Singh. Too wide, it's wide, says Rowley Black. Balbirnie's gone after it though, with everything. My question, can I put that to you? Why didn't he just have a look at that? Or is it worth, because it's a T20, he's going to go after it?
I think you're an opener because you've got to make the most of anything loose, don't you? So this one was wide. He doesn't swing the ball back in. We've spoken about it a lot.
This has gone nicely. It should have enough on it for 4. It is.
2 straight, 2 full. That's an area of strength for Andy Balbirnie. That's the second time in 3 deliveries he's hit that area between mid-on and mid-wicket. Good placement. It was in the air, but he placed it well.
One of the few occasions where Jasprit Singh has got the ball to straighten. A mere hint of in-swing to the right-hander. In the first match we saw it all swinging away late from right-handers. Extra man comes across from the offside now to leg side. Yeah, he's got a little bit of shape here, as if he's worked on it.
A good wrist position. Jasprit Singh, he didn't get it right on Friday. Didn't manage to get the swing back in. When he does swing it, he has to start it at the stump, so he goes down leg side. He's got it much more right today, but 2 full still. Needs to pull that length back. That one's probably hitting the middle of the stumps. Needs to hit the top of the stumps.
Strokes it away. Handsome. And rewarded with 4.
Captain's nightmare this. Change the field and then the bowler puts one right across the right-hander and it's easy pickings for Andy Balbirnie. This is a big area of strength for him. Throws the hands at it, stands pretty still and tall in his stance. Doesn't need to worry about the height because there's nobody there.
Slow, short, trying to lull the batsman into a false shot. Yeah, I like what you said there, captain's nightmare, because you're relying, you're in sync with your bowler to bowl as a captain. You've set the field, then the bowler releases it so wide of off stump, and you've just said to him, I've taken the fielder from offside to leg side. That's not the plan. Go back to your mark and think about it.
Let's have a look at Paul Stirling. He's just taking his time. He's waited for a while to get his first delivery of this innings.
Ooh, it might be too high, but Jasprit is getting some in-swing here. Oh, there we are, the Joy e-bike, ready to thrive on the Indian roads with its newly launched Made in India e-bike, a name synonymous with strength and durability, perfectly fabricated for all types of Indian terrains. Niall O'Brien reckons he's going to ride his around Ireland, but that's a spectacular range of Joy e-bike electric vehicles at more than 750 dealership locations across India. Good luck. Enjoy your Joy e-bike. Quite like what Arshdeep is doing here. 2 gone, 18 for no wicket. Beautiful views across the estuary here at Malahide. India have put 185 for 5 on the board. Ruturaj Gaikwad 58, a serene 58 from him. Sanju Samson 40 and a belligerent 38 from Rinku Singh. Now this is Prasidh Krishna, who's had also a long time out of cricket, about a year or so. August last year we saw him in an ODI series in Zimbabwe. Bernie just tucks him around the corner for 1. Paul Stirling has only received 2 deliveries and the skipper's not off the mark yet.
Well, Arshdeep Singh got his line and length right at the end to Paul Stirling. We said he'd bowled 2 full, bringing the ball back into Andy Balbirnie. He got it right against the skipper, who had to wait 10 deliveries to face his first. Against Krishna now, there's Arshdeep Singh. He's looking at working on the in-swinger, which Alan Wilkins is delighted about.
Yeah, I am. I think he's been looking, you just saw him there, looking at the way his wrist was releasing the ball. He's just working on it. Paul Stirling, aggressive by nature, loves to give the ball a belt from the start.
Much happier looking coaching team there for Ireland. Ryan Eagleson in front of you there, he's the bowling coach. Always enjoying it in hospitality no matter what.
Straight up in the air, Sanju Samson wants it. There's a fine leg underneath it as well. Arshdeep Singh takes it. That could have been a collision, but it wasn't. Stirling pegged down, tries to blast his way out of danger. He's gone.
Excellent length, too quick for this shot from Stirling. Takes the top edge and the bottom of the bat as well. Great communication from Arshdeep Singh. He called off the wicketkeeper coming backwards and said, "Now this one's mine, I'm coming in, it's my catch." So the skipper, he had to wait a while to see his first delivery. He's going to wait longer to score a run. This goes for naught, Ireland 19 for 1.
Stirling's gone, in comes Lorcan Tucker. His best is 94 not out. Played one of those shots that you see in T20 international cricket. You see it in T20 cricket in the first match that I'm sure he would not want to have seen too many times. He's got another chance here now. Oh, whoa, 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 is that in front? No, I think there was a noise. The bowler's not that interested.
Have a look at those speeds. 88 that one. But that one's hit the bat, I think, and I fancy it was going over the top. So Jasprit Bumrah, he's done well with his reviews. Decides not to send this one upstairs.
Just saw a shot there of Sitanshu Kotak, the India coach for this series. I'm sure he's really happy with the way that India performed here. Got the feeling that Paul Stirling was getting frustrated. He hadn't had enough deliveries, and that could have been a horrible clash, but it wasn't, because Arshdeep called for it. He could see that off the bat from fine leg. Sanju Samson was sprinting. This has gone straight up. It's catching practice for India. And it was a collision. Whose was it? Who's got it? Gaikwad takes the catch. Ireland are making it too easy for India.
Dismissal, but this was an actual collision. Too late on that one, Lorcan Tucker. And you don't want to run into Dube, I'll tell you what. He's done well to hold on to that one.
Two top order players here. Here's Arshdeep Singh. Now put pressure back on Balbirnie to, well, not to reboot, but just to gather your thoughts. Lorcan Tucker was nowhere near short enough. He's pulled it straight up in the air. Dube and Gaikwad. Dube, didn't you hear me? He said. I said something.
You'd do well to hear him with the crowd we've got in here today. Incredible noise that he was competing with there, Gaikwad.
Two Chennai Super Kings players, of course. Dube and Gaikwad.
Two good catches. Arshdeep Singh, really good communication, managed to call off the on-runners. This time, though, the volume too loud for Dube to hear Gaikwad, but he manages to hang on. Not too much damage done.
Now, change of trajectory here. Left arm round for Arshdeep. He's obviously had a look at Harry Tector and how he plays. Harry Tector does like to use whatever width is on off-field. He'll try and ramp it. He'll use as much width as he can from bowlers. Just watching Josh Little a bit earlier. Josh Little stayed over the wicket all the time. This cramps up a naturally aggressive right-hand player like Harry Tector.
Well, Harry Tector likes to play it into the leg side early on, often moves to the offside. We saw that in that first delivery when Arshdeep came round the wicket, but he was ready for it. Likes to go to the offside and then play it into the leg side where there's lots of space for a single behind square. Arshdeep Singh as well, his left arm round. Well, Josh Little could have a look and see often left armers that can swing the ball back in, they struggle coming around the wicket because they're used to bowling full and trying to swing it back in, not so archly.
Predominantly it's been seamers who've been taking the wickets, and they bowled short. Both teams have bowled short. 66% of wickets being taken by the seamers bowling short, using the short delivery as a weapon like that. Two for 2.
Here's the party, Malahide, Ireland, India.
Just feel with Ireland, their top order. Sides like India know how to attack Ireland's top order, and they've got them 2 down again. So whenever you feel that Ireland have got off to a decent start, bang, bang, they've lost 2, they're back on the back foot. And it's almost like restarting, a false start. They come through. Oh, oops. That's all right. Sorry about that, says Prasidh.
Doesn't show much emotion, Prasidh Krishna. Runs in quite easily, not much expression on the face, but that's the second time we've seen him throw the ball at the batters. A year out with a stress fracture. He's back and firing. Keeping Andy Balbirnie honest, saying, don't you run down the track at me. How often do you see it with a big quick? You run down the wicket at them, they're going to put it around your ears the next delivery. I think Andy Balbirnie was ready for it though, just didn't quite make the connection.
Yeah, sharp enough this over as well. Speeds of 89, 88 and 85 miles an hour from Prasidh Krishna. That's serious heat. Should be gone. You needed someone a little bit taller. Gaikwad it is. Inches.
Well, he made the decision early to jump from where he was standing, and in fact he probably had the time to take a few steps back and just stand still and catch it, but difficult to tell that off the bat. Made a good fist of it, just hit the fingertips, so good athleticism shown by Gaikwad.
Really was a splendid effort by Ruturaj. Yeah, in having another look at it, you might have said he could have taken a step or two, but he decided to go up straight away. Pretty handy, isn't he? In the covers, Gaikwad covers the ground very quickly. This is real time. You see, mate, you have to make that split-second decision. Are you going to go for it? Which is what he did. He was millimeters from catching it.
Yeah, brilliant effort. You have to decide straight away. So it's nearly a guess. He took a couple of shuffly steps backwards, but didn't commit to running backwards. That was the difference. But brilliant effort nonetheless.
5 gone. Ireland 24 for 2.
Test conditioned brilliantly, I thought, India with the bat, and now with the ball they've been so efficient. Ravi Bishnoi bowled nicely on Friday afternoon. Well, it was ugly. Harry Tector on the attack. Inside edge, and Rohan Gavaskar has sprinted into position.
Well, I'll tell you what though, at least Harry Tector was trying to play with the turn. I think they know he's going to bowl a lot of googlies. The execution was wrong, but the intent and where he wanted to play the shot was absolutely spot on.
2 for 23 on Friday. Ravi Bishnoi with his googlies. Gone! Cleans him up! Googly! What else? Ravi Bishnoi!
Yeah, again, just getting it right on the spot, did Ravi Bishnoi over there. You gotta say, you may pick the googly, but you've still got to deal with it.
Not far off a half volley. That's nearly a half volley. Harry Tector will be gutted in the arc to hit. Well, he struggled again today. Harry Tector gone for 7, 28 for 3. Ireland are in real trouble. We're still in the power play. Ireland's nemesis, really, the power play. You just cannot get the right kind of momentum. Leg side going now, leg side on Gavaskar. What a wrist spinner they have in Ravi Bishnoi.
Yeah, I like how you just corrected yourself. You're going to say what a leg spinner they have. I just stopped for a minute and said what a wrist spinner they have. Which is true, because he very rarely bowls the leg spin. But what he is, he's accurate. He bowls a flattish trajectory, so doesn't give the batters too much time to sort of read him in the air. And he's quick through the air.
Let's have a look at this Harry Tector dismissal. Look where it's pitched. It's nearly a half volley. As an ex-batter yourself, you're thinking maybe hitting that straight and you're going to get good connection.
Look, I'll tell you what, you know this doesn't matter. If it's a half volley, it doesn't matter which way it's turning, because you've covered the turn, you know you're going to get in the middle of the bat. But you've got to pick the line more than the length for a half volley. And I don't think he picked the line there. He played the wrong line, big gap between bat and pad, played all around it, and had his stumps rattled.
Right on. Curtis Comfort playing leg side. What a threat Ravi Bishnoi is with the ball in hand. Power play, given the wrist spin of the over, it's great captaincy. But you're saying to the batters, right, we're going to get 2 men outside. Attack if you want, attack at your peril. Tidy start, Ravi Bishnoi. Well, Ireland, their struggles continue in the power play. 31 for 3. strife. They're in a bit of trouble early. 31 for 3 after the power play. They were 30 for 4 on Friday evening, so the optimistic in the crowd, the Irish fans say, a better day so far. Washington Sundar. Right arm off spin, accurate, not a huge turn on the ball. Been working on his action, spoke to him this morning. He used to have this big load up, a long way back. He's changed that a little bit, we'll just keep an eye on his action. Around the wicket straight away, so expecting a little bit of spin. Camper loves a slog sweep. Will he be gutsy and go early here? Chopped away. Washington Sundar, what does he bring to this Indian T20 side, Brian?
Well, he's one of those bowlers. He obviously brings all-round batting and bowling abilities. But he's one of those bowlers, if you wanted to bowl in the power play, open the bowling, he can do it. You want him, he can bowl throughout the inning, throughout the 20 overs, wherever you want. And that is an asset. Oh, that struck well. That'll be 4. Excellent connection, excellent placement.
And Andrew Balbirnie's a fine sweeper of the ball. Excellent player, square the wicket. Have a look at this. Gets his foot in a good position. The head is nice and still. Most importantly, the extension of the arms there from Balbirnie lets him get power and placement. Goes again. Carbon copy. Pumps it right out of the screws. Here we go, Andrew Balbirnie.
Yeah, 2 and 2 for Ireland, 2 and 2 for Andrew Balbirnie. This is good from Ireland because when you're chasing 185, you've got to target a couple of bowlers. You've got to have in mind, okay, these are a couple of bowlers that we're going to target no matter what. We're going to get after them from word go, put them under pressure. And I think Ireland have targeted Washington Sundar.
Over the wicket, change of angle. This is good from Balbirnie. Ireland's highest chase in T20 international cricket. 194 for 6 back in September 2019 against Scotland on this ground, and Balbirnie top scored with 64. So there is a bit of history with Balbirnie finding form and hitting runs at this very ground. Fairly ordinary start from Washington Sundar. First over goes for 11, 7 done, 42. What an atmosphere here in Malahide. Game bubbling along nicely. Ireland need 11 and over. That's chaseable. Small ground, good surface, quick outfield. In for an entertaining afternoon here. Ravi Bishnoi. We spoke a lot about the leg break and the googly. 65%, that's incredible and so accurate. Inside edge. Curtis Camper. He won't watch for long, or he will not watch for long. He's 5 from 9. He's in touch. He likes taking on the spinners. Enjoying being back in Ireland? You're like a local now.
Ronnie O'Grady, as you say, Niall. That's what it is, Ronnie O'Grady. Look, listen, loved the day out at the rugby yesterday. Was fabulous. Just the whole stadium, the atmosphere, fantastic. Great day out.
You were very impressed with Keith Earls, the Ireland winger.
Yeah, 100 cap, getting a try. Look, how better, doesn't get better than that, does it?
Well, Stuart Broad on his last test match, hit a 6, take the leading wicket, beat Australia. And leg side, that'll be a wide. It was a proud moment for Keith Earls, the wonderful Ireland winger. It was a great afternoon yesterday. We were looked after superbly well by everyone at the IRFU, the Irish Rugby Federation. Great having you back here, my friend, as always. You mentioned with Ireland around maybe targeting one bowler, maybe two. So how do they play Bishnoi, because they know he's such a threat?
Well, look, you can't get too far behind the 8 ball because it leaves you too much. If you think Bishnoi is your bowler where you want to sort of be a little circumspect against, well, you can't go at a runner ball. You've got to in his forwards, he's got to go for at least 30. 30, 35, 30. But you've got to have a clear idea as to these are the 2 bowlers that we're going to target, and you've got to target them from word to word. Does not matter if you lose a wicket or 2 and try to get after him, because you've got to put pressure on those bowlers who you think could be the weak link.
Goes leg side. I mentioned he loves the slog sweep. Don't bother unless you're in the crowd. Lovely, lovely connection by Curtis Camphor. First maximum for the Ireland all-rounder. 8 done, 53 for 3.
So 100%. If you're part of the Irish camp, you've got to be thinking, I cannot give Dube a second over. In the sense, I've got to be making sure Jasprit Bumrah, the Indian captain, says no more. That's it. That's 1 over for you, lad. That's it. You're done. Because you've got to make this over an 18 or 20 run over. If Dube bowls a second over, I think you got to be disappointed with yourself. Not because he doesn't have the ability, but clearly out of all the bowlers that are there in this bowling lineup, if you had to pick one bowler you target, it would be Dube.
Yeah, bowled 1 over on Friday for 6, so got away with it, snuck it over in.
Well, he's a batting all-rounder. And if you're a batting all-rounder, when you come on to bowl, you've got to be targeted by the opposition.
It takes bravery for Ireland because they lost 3 early. They were 28 for 3. So at the back of their mind, they don't want to lose a wicket. But if you're being ultra positive, you say, we have to. This is the moment.
And I think this is what's excellent captaincy from Jasprit Bumrah, because he's got to be on at the right time. He's got him on where there's a little partnership building. And when there's a little partnership building, you're just a little bit more circumspect, thinking, listen, hang on, we are in. We've got to make sure we bat to the 14th or 15th over. So they aren't going to take too many risks. While, in my opinion, they should. They've got to be aggressive. They've just got to go big against Dube.
Did a good job so far. 3 off his 4 balls. Curtis Camphor has got a slightly shorter leg side boundary. Fine leg inside the ring, so He wants to get across his stumps and go leg side. That's certainly an option. This is a steal really from Shivam Dube so far, just 3 from it. Goes leg side is the preferred area. Should get 2 here. Good fielding, brilliant in the deep. Rinku Singh, what an entertainer.
Well, this is outstanding from Shivam Dube. 2 dot balls in the over, he's gone for just 4. This is just top cut. Jasprit Bumrah couldn't have asked for more.
Big ball. Ireland need a boundary. Slower ball, pace off. What an over. What a result that is for Shivam Dube. Just 4 open. 9 done. 57 for 3.
ओए, मुझे नहीं करनी कनाडा वाले से शादी शुदी।
तो फिर समझ ले, हमारी कनाडा वाली लव स्टोरी का भी दी एंड हो गया।
अरमान से शादी नहीं बीजी, मैं उसे जानती तक नहीं हूँ। फिर भूल जाए इस परिवार को।
2 लोग हालात से मजबूर क्या कर पाएंगे, ये रिश्ता मंजूर। मुडारिया 26 और 27 अगस्त रात 7 बजे।
Wonderful part of the world, that is Donabate Beach, just a couple of miles down the coastline. Beautiful water, absolutely sensational. Some of our crew have been in swimming. Good ball. Did you go for a dip?
But I did go for a walk on the beach. Fabulous beach. But you've got to say that, you know, Ireland again is just such a beautiful country.
It's a beautiful country inside and out. The personalities, the culture, the warmth, the hospitality that is given to everybody. Great spot. Having a good time, enjoying themselves.
Well, it looks like they've had a few pints. It's the trade of glasses.
Way up. Yeah, it's a great place. Should get back for a couple. It's credit really to Cricket Ireland, bro, that India came last year and enjoyed themselves both on and off the field. They were looked after well. It's a real feather in Cricket Ireland's cap. You're given the confidence in the BCCI. So we'll come for 3 games because our players are getting plenty out of it on and off the field. So the win all round. Fuller. Oh, much fuller here, Ravi Bishnoi, because he knows the batter wants that slog, so he's almost trying to jam it under Curtis Camper.
Alberni on 999 runs. If he gets another one, he'll party like it was 1999.
He won't. He's got a 2-week baby at home. 2-week-old baby, he'll be going straight back. He'll be on a short leash. Back home and help out with the nipper. Little Luke. On the reverse, it's gone! Simple cap. Shivam Dube takes a really routine catch. Bishnoi again in the wicket.
Yeah, he's such a consistent wicket taker, is Ravi Bishnoi. We can talk about the fact that he bowls googlies, everyone knows he bowls googlies, but still, he finds a way to pick up wickets, and that's what you want.
evolution he has had. Really one of the great stories of Irish cricket of the last 5 to 10 years, the way in which he's changed his game. Remember, lost his contract, left out of the team, lost all form as a left-arm spinner. He recognised that himself. Put on 15 kilograms of weight, mainly of muscle, and look at those guns, all that power to get it down the ground for 6.
You talk about guns, it's his core strength. He's got an incredibly strong core, and that's why he can get that particular swing going so well. It's the extension right at the end of it that helps him almost always hit that for 6. You'll rarely see him get caught straight on the boundary because he's got such a lovely extension at the end of those drives.
Now 11 runs from Sundar's first over. Alberti likes off spin. Strong on the sweep, the slog sweep. Is this the over for Ireland to target? Sundar knows that and hides it away outside the off stump. Clever bowling.
But if you're a sweeper, you see a spinner an off spinner come on, and you've already decided, as Andy Balbirnie clearly had. The clever bowling from Sundar Washington, but 5 more deliveries for this battle.
Dragged into the leg side. Balbirnie wants 2. He's going to get it. Larger side of the ground. Ireland, are they still in the hunt here? Are they still in this game?
That seems to be really how Ireland see things in every single match. I mean, we've seen them come off the back of a number of really close losses against top nations. They're really looking for that one time they get past.
Man out there, dropped, put down. Well, that should have been taken. It's the vice-captain too, Ruturaj Gaikwad. I have to say, that's regulation. It's straight into the sun, yes. Got both hands to it, and down it goes.
Has the sunglasses on, but the sun is very low. It's not an easy chance. He makes a meal of it in the end. The hand's not the right way around. Hits the right hand and straight into the turf. And right now, he's seeing every single player, or every single supporter behind him staring into his back. Not a nice feeling.
Edge of angle round the wicket. They've done their homework on George Dockrell. They know he likes to hit straight. Dockrell striking at over 150 in this new incarnation in T20I cricket. He's Ireland's finisher.
misses it really when Jasprit Bumrah is bowling the slower ball. It's hard to pick up. That was telegraphed. Really. And the Rinku Singh effect at the back end pushed that total of 185 for India. Slow ball again. Slow ball again. Markader picks it. I think he's got enough of it. He has. Here we go. Markader, the powerful striker from Belfast, gives the Ireland fans a glimmer.
12 of the first 2. 39 now required of 10. So again, slow delivery in the slot. And the kind of touch that Markader is in at the moment. He was always going to put that away.
Pace on, third inside the ring. It's risky. Gets away with it. The first 2 slow balls are really poor execution. They were telegraphed. Markader, with all the power in the world, that's what he wants. He wants a length ball to hit through the line. Could have been aggressive with pace on against Markader. Less comfortable up around the rib cage. 39 to win, 9 balls. Cracking afternoon's entertainment for the full house. Is there a twist? Much better. Much better. Prasidh Krishna, that's superb. Markader says no, Craig Young, stay where you are.
Yeah, I think this is excellent for Prasidh Krishna because he would have been under pressure after being hit for 2 sixes of his first 2 deliveries. In a pressure over, has been a top comeback.
Oh, misses that. Marker there misses that. Big full toss. Good comeback here. Prasidh Krishna. First 2 going for 12. Ravi Bishnoi in the field, excellent. Great crowd. Full house on a Sunday afternoon in Dublin. Outstanding. Great to see. Lovely warm afternoon. Boisterous crowd interacting with each other, lovely. Great to see. It's a warm day, you got to get your refreshments in, got to hydrate yourself. Yeah. Craig Young splices to cover. Mark there says stay where you are. 19 done, 148 for 7.
Jasprit Bumrah comes back into the attack.
It is your game. Do watch as you please. Watch Joy e-bike Ireland vs India T20 series, streaming free on Geo Cinema.
Six balls, 38 to win. Markader. Jasprit Bumrah to close out.
Well, when you have a look at where Ireland are at home, it just shows you how crucial that partnership between Rinku Singh and Shivam Dube was. At the end of the 18th over, India were about 140. Ireland were 135, so not much between the 2 teams at the end of the 18th over, but those last 2 overs really took the game away from Ireland.
Down the ground, pump powerfully. Superb work. Arshdeep Singh in the deep. He was positioned well because he was very straight. Made the ground swiftly in front of the commentary box. Right out of the screw, so Markader, he thinks it's 4.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you run? The game, you need 38 from 4 deliveries. So the game's realistically, it's done and dusted. What are you farming the strike for? You're not going to win the game.
Brilliant, well bowled. The stump cam, the stump mic. He just picked up Mark there, say, oh, well bowled. Love it. Up class, up class. Shovel leg side, should be taken, is taken. India, superb, closing out this game expertly well. Jasprit Bumrah, great to see him back in the side, cleaning up marker there in the deep.
Yeah, trying to entertain the crowd, trying to play that big shot. Just didn't get the timing right. And Tilak Verma does the rest. Mark Adair goes for 23. It's 148 for 8.
Gosh, little new man in. Well, unbelievable. Skill level here from the Indian skipper. Yorkers on cue, slow balls, well disguised. Last over, 4 dots on a wicket. Gun bowler. Gun. Jasprit Bumrah. Great to see him back in the blue of India. Here we go, last ball. Wicket maiden. They'll scamper through for 4 byes, but it's a wicket maiden to Jasprit Bumrah in the 20th over of a T20 international. Absolutely wonderful win for India. Ireland mustering 152 for 8. India getting up by 33 runs. Superb, professional, disciplined performance by the men in blue.
Yeah, clinical. They were superb today, were India. Got to give